Hey, it's Marina, travel experta, and today I'm going to be talking about traveling to Rhode Island. That's right, you want to make every day an adventure? Let's listen to what you could do in Rhode Island. So here's the interesting thing. I studied in Providence, Rhode Island for 2 years. I went to Johnson and Wales University. It was without a doubt one of my favorite times of my life. I was in Providence, Rhode Island, where when the mayor was this guy called Buddy Cianci, total mob guy, and everybody knew it. He was totally affiliated with the mob, but he loved Rhode Island so much that during the time that I was there, it flourished to just being one of the most coolest places in the area. And it's funny because Rhode Island is literally the smallest state in all of the United States. It's actually a joke saying that there is a farm in Texas larger than Rhode Island. I'm sure that's true. But Rhode Island, for being such a small state, had so much to offer. So Providence is the capital of Rhode Island. And it has some really cool, really hip areas that you could visit. Then there's this whole downtown area where it's mainly like the business buildings and also the university. That's where my university was. It was just such a fun place. It was also during the time when all of the bands used to come through all the time. So we used to go out and just, go to the clubs there all the time. It's different now. Apparently, Buddy, because he was associated with the mob, had an iffy, sketchy kind of a death. We're not going to even go there, but it is different now. I mean, we're talking 25 years later, but I had to bring my family there to visit because Providence and Rhode Island just holds such an important part of it's so important to me in my heart. It's such a beautiful place. So there's Providence, Rhode Island, which is the city. But then when you go outside of Providence, because it is on the Atlantic Ocean, Newport is something that is also super popular. Newport is where the mansions are, right? Like the Breakers, where the Rockefellers used to have, the Vanderbilts used to have their mansions. This used to be their getaway places. So obviously nobody lives in these mansions anymore, but you can visit them as a tour. I don't know if you really want to, but you could even just go on their properties. You don't have to actually go inside the mansions to go and see them. The properties are unbelievable. And it's literally right along the ocean. It's the cliff walk that you could check out everything. It's right on the cliffs of Rhode Island. So Newport is a really, really cool place to visit as well. Then there's Warwick. Warwick is also a really great place, also along the water. And just Rhode Island is there's so much to do and there's so many fun things to do for the families because also Newport is known for their sailing. It's such a nautical location and you could walk around Newport. There's piers and restaurants and whatnot. And you could everything from in Rhode Island is 45 minutes away. That's how accessible everything is. So if you do come into Rhode Island, depending on normally very few people actually fly into Rhode Island. You drive in either from Connecticut or from Massachusetts or, from New York, you do a road trip whatever it is. So having a car is definitely helpful when you get to Rhode Island. In Providence, you don't need it as much, but it's easy to get around with a car. And I recommend just going and visiting it, maybe spending 2 or 3 days in Rhode Island. This way you get to see Providence, you go to Newport, and it's just a great, great state. For as small as it is, it offers so much. But, you also have to pick the seasons. During winter, it's cold and nasty and not that much fun. During summer, it could get really hot, but it's okay to visit. Definitely the best time is fall. Fall is just precious, and it also has the full foliage because it is part of New England and the northeastern area of the United States. So it's absolutely beautiful, and the weather is perfect. Spring, it can get kind of rainy, but again, you can have some really great days. So if you have a chance to add it into your road trip, I definitely recommend staying and enjoying Rhode Island. You will truly enjoy it. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave me a review and share with your friends. And if you want to make every day an adventure, I've got a ton of ideas completely for free. Go to travelexperta.com and you can check it out there, travelexpert with an A.com. Thank you.